I would describe the meeting as very productive. We had about 7 mayors at the table from across the country, Republicans and Democrats, big cities and small. We were joined by several major city police chiefs who also shared an interesting perspective about the importance of keeping our communities safe. And we had a good back and forth discussion for over an hour. I think the White House team listened as we shared very passionately about what we're seeing as America's mayors happen in large measure as an inaction of what's not happening here in Washington. And our goal here was to be incredibly crystal clear. We wanted to be focused about what our message was. There's a lot of folks that want to go a lot of different directions. You'll have a lot of other people here over the next few weeks. Our goal is singular, and it's to get passage on background checks here. That's what the mayor's goal was focused on. I know the White House listened and understood that that's what our focus was.
Also been today?
Yeah, she was. She sat at the table with us. She sat directly next to me. She had to.
I was part of the meeting today with Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley and the other mayors from around the country because this is going to take a multi-pronged approach. It's local government, it's state government, it's the federal government working together to respond to a national crisis of gun violence. And we certainly all owe it to the people of this country and our constituents to come together constructively in a bipartisan way to offer solutions. And that's exactly what the conversation was about today.
We were very encouraged by the kind of broad way that they're looking at this. The streets of America are overwhelmingly saying to Washington right now to do something. When you see the overwhelming support for background checks from all walks of life in America, overwhelming support to restrict assault weapons on our street, people in America are saying, when are we going to act? We were very encouraged by the kind of broad way that they're looking at this. We were reassured to hear that the White House is looking at a full suite of solutions. There is no one simple solution. There is no one simple law. To have a standard for a law one law to cover all the ills of society is impractical. It's not, and no law is held to that, and certainly there won't be one around gun violence as well.
Do you feel that was what the momentum forward? And also, do you think that Mayor Nan Whaley should have been invited to?
It will take a concert of actions. It'll take a very collaborative effort with the White House, with the Congress, and with state and local government. But again, this is one of those issues that comes along once a generation that doesn't define us as politicians, but defines us as people. And I think that we're up to the challenge.
Stop massive bleeding that takes place when a bullet from an assault rifle.
I'm proud to have signed, along with the other mayors, the letter asking for the Senate to take up the issue of universal background checks. I appreciated the dialogue we had back and forth with the administration today. I appreciated them listening and their openness to exploring all possible things that can be done to prevent gun violence.